For your final activity, we are going to use hangers to solve some more complex equations. So what you're going to be doing is very similar to the equations in the previous activity. You're going to be faced with a hanger here, and what you will need to do is you will need to do two things for this hanger. First of all, write the equation, and then second of all, solve it. Okay, so when we look at this hanger, I have two groups of 5 times, or 5 plus x, okay, because you can see they've actually already circled this for us. So two groups of 5 plus x. And we know here too that, hey, there is 16 on the other side. And remember, like a weight, like a hanger, we've got to keep it even on both sides. So both sides, if I change one thing to one side, then I'm going to have to on the other as well. Okay, so we can approach this in a couple different ways, as you saw in the last activity. One of the first things we could do is we could say, hey, well, I want to figure out what one group is. So we're going to do 16 divided by 2, and that would be 8. So that means x plus 5 equals 8. And then we can do like what we did in the first activity, where if I know, and let's draw a line here and make this is A and this is A, where if I know, if I have an unknown and if I have a known, what I can do is I can take away the known from each side. And in this case, I'm only left with one variable, x equals 3. Now, there's one other way we can go about solving this. This is very similar to the way some of you had in class at the very beginning. Okay, what we can do is rather than grouping them into two groups, we can combine it all together. And we can say that this is, so I'm going to combine what I know. 5 plus 5 is 10. And x plus x is 2x. So I have 2x plus 10 equals 16. And with that, I can go from there very similarly to how you did in activity 1. I can take 10 away from this side because I know that variable. And just like a weight, if I take it away on this side, I don't want this side to be too light. So I'm going to have to take it away from this side. So I'm going to take away 10. That leaves me with 6. And that means 2 of my x's equals 6. Well, then I can just divide it by 2, split it into 2 parts, and that must mean x equals 3. So like I said, you're going to write the equation and solve it for the next 3 hanger diagrams.